We just finished taking a tour of St. Thomas Virgin Islands, and the first place we stopped was a gift shop and bar where I had a pina colada. It was pretty good. It was actually really, really good. And then afterwards, we dropped off to a place that holds the distinction of being the place where the banana daiquiri was invented. And I had a banana daiquiri there, and then my wife couldn't finish hers, so she gave me the rest of hers, so I've had quite a bit to drink. So with that in mind, I would like to apologize for the quality of footage in this video. Hello, cruising friends. Thanks for watching today. I'm Jeff, and I have to say that over the years, I thought I had become a pretty savvy cruiser. I considered myself to be somewhat well educated when it came to the ins and outs of cruising and how to avoid being taken advantage of. Well, about a year ago, I fell for a kind of deceptive excursion practice, and I swore I would never fall for it again. Well, almost exactly 1 year later, guess what? They got me again. But this time, it wasn't so bad. So last year, my wife and I took a Panama Canal cruise that included a stop in Grand Cayman. I found an excursion there that offered 3 things that looked really interesting: a visit to a turtle sanctuary, a stop at what I thought was going to be a rum factory, and a visit to a town called Hell, which is mostly famous for being a town called Hell. It all looked good on paper, but here's where things went wrong. Our first stop was the turtle sanctuary, and it was really nice, but we were rushed through there pretty quickly. I think we only had about an hour or so on the site, and we could have easily spent a couple of hours there. It was interesting, but very rushed. After the turtle sanctuary, it was on to the rum factory. Well, somehow I was led to believe that it was a rum factory, but instead it was just a gift shop about the size of a double-wide trailer where they gave you a thimble-sized sample of rum and a very small cube of rum cake. It was so crowded in there that I think we left without buying a single thing. Next, it was on to Hell, and what an appropriate name for this part of the excursion. Our trip to Hell consisted of about 20 minutes in a gift shop that was even smaller than the first one. Believe me, 20 minutes was about 15 minutes too long for this stop. The only cool thing about it was that behind the gift shop were rock formations that helped give Hell its name. Then it was back to the ship after running a gauntlet of other souvenir shops. You think I would have learned my lesson, right? Well, I thought I had. Don't book excursions that have multiple stops. It seemed pretty simple. Well, fast forward to this spring when we took our Eastern Caribbean cruise. When looking at the available excursions in St. Thomas, one caught my eye and we eventually booked it. This excursion offered a tour of the island in an open-air safari-type vehicle with stops at a couple of different viewing areas and a visit to the world-famous mountaintop where the banana daiquiri was invented. As we made our way to our first viewing area, our guide gave us a running commentary about St. Thomas. Unfortunately, the sound system he was using kept cutting out, so we weren't really able to understand very much of what he was saying. We caught bits and pieces here and there, but we definitely missed more than we caught. Our first stop was at a scenic overview that coincidentally you had to pass through a gift shop to get to. The gift shop was rather small, but much better than the ones we visited in Grand Cayman. My wife and I took in the view and then went to the outside bar attached to the gift shop. She had a soft drink, I had a pina colada, and it was pretty strong too, and it really helped make the excursion that much more enjoyable. After this stop, we headed to Mountaintop. Now, I was under the impression that, as the name implies, it was going to be a view at the top of a mountain. Well, it is, but Mountaintop is also the name of the gift shop that goes along with that view. Cruise friends, I have been to dozens and dozens of gift shops all around the world, and I have to say, this is the mother of all gift shops. They've got high-end gifts, low-end gifts, a great clothing selection, jewelry, ornaments, decorations, everything you could possibly want. And of course, way at the other end of the gift shop is the bar where you can buy a world-famous banana daiquiri. Yes, I had one, and it was really tasty. Now, my wife couldn't finish hers, so me, being the good husband that I am, stepped up to the plate and finished hers for her. Now, by the time we left Mountaintop, I had had a pina colada, 1.5 banana daiquiris. Hence, I don't remember a whole lot about the trip back, but I do remember that it was really beautiful. And we stopped at another scenic overlook that for some reason didn't have a gift shop attached to it. Well, not yet anyway. Hey, if you're having fun going on this excursion with me, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the Backroads Tourist channel. Every week I bring you several videos about cruise news and reviews, tips and tricks, as well as the occasional video visiting someplace weird, wonderful, quirky, and unique. I'd love to have you as part of the Backroads Tourist family, so subscribe today. Well, during this excursion, I came to a realization. Yes, I had again fallen for an excursion that was mostly just a ride to gift shops, but unlike in Grand Cayman, I didn't really mind it too much this time. The gift shops in St. Thomas were larger, clean, and welcoming, not crowded little dingy shops. The people were friendly, the views were great, and the drinks were strong. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give this excursion a solid 3. Now, if the sound system in the safari vehicle had been working better, I might be inclined to up that rating to a 3.5 or maybe even a 4. In the end, we had fun, and that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Jeff, and I really hope that we get to meet on a future cruise.